I have such a difficulty to understand that conversation because I think people missing on two different things. They look at one place where they see like the value of the public company Spotify over here, and then they look at like what they get paid per stream. But you have to go back and say like, okay, how does Spotify do? You're like, yeah, they basically pay back 70% of all the money they bring in, and the other 30% should cover everything. And just it was just last year Spotify showed profit, which means that someone has been putting in enormous amount of money into the company to pay all these artists and songwriters over a period that is actually from 2006. Like, so
Mm,
you have to get things right. And the other things I would say is that it's never been more money in the music industry than now. But on the other hand, it's never been more competition than now.
mm,
Which means that like there's a lot of artists that people don't know about. There are mid-tier artists that owns their rights or on Spotify, and they generate money months after months after year and just continue building catalog. So when people trying to take a cost of like a retail album, which by the way, people keep forgetting that like an average royalty was 8%, like which was a fraction. And even conversation when I have with artists as legacy big artists saying like, yeah, like we were one of the biggest band in the world, but that and that major owns us and our royalty is 15%. So even if the album was released, 25 years ago and now it becomes a massive success, 85% of all the money they're bringing in is going to that record label, even if they, you know, broke even millions of years ago.